Top of the morning, you heard me? You already know what it is with me, you know what I'm saying? Prayed up, that's the only way up, you heard me? Focus, standing on business, you heard me? You know, just chilling, you heard me? Cooling, you heard me? At the pond, you heard me? Early in the morning, just pondering on life, you heard me? And you know I be talking to God. So, you know God was like, you gotta come through for him to come through. Listen up, you heard me? He said you gotta come through for him to come through. You heard me? Man, it's crazy. You gotta go through him. You gotta go through whatever he put you through for him to come through. You heard me? So I'm here to encourage you this morning. You heard me? Stop worrying about how it's looking. It's a process. You heard me? You know God can't let you figure him out. If he did, he wouldn't be God. You see where I'm at? So trust the process. You heard me? And go through that. You heard me? Because we gotta go through things in life in order to grow. If we don't go through nothing, we ain't gonna be able to grow. You heard me? So you gotta go through for him to come through. You heard me? It makes sense to me too, you heard me, because he got to really see what you cut like. Also, God give you wisdom through trials and tribulations that you wouldn't get no other way. See, it's really all on how you take it if you gonna make it, you heard me? Yeah, you gotta go, listen, bro. A lot of people, I learned this about people in life. As I'm going, nobody like to go through nothing no more. Nah, it's like the internet got them with a, they want a microwave blessing. See, people, you know, they post their accomplishments on the internet. You heard me? They never post their hard times. They never post what they went through. You heard me? People just post like, oh, we doing so good. You heard me? Man, you don't know what them people going through. You don't know what them people went through to get there. You heard me? That's why I'm here to encourage you this morning. Stop letting the internet make you rush your life, man. Life don't work like that. You got to go through something to get something. You got to be on a certain level for certain opportunities to run across your path. God gonna line it up. You got to put God on the front line so he can put you on the front line. You got to put God on the front line so he can put you on the front line. This how this go, man. You got to know this, you heard me? And you got to go through for him to come through. You heard me? Hey, bro, I'm going to tell you something about God, you heard me? You just don't never know how he going to do it, you heard me? I stress this because I got to let people know this that be like, damn, like, why this happening? Why this happening? God trying to show you something. You heard me? He be trying, like, you know how sometimes you ought to be knowing in the spirit, but then he about to show you. You heard me? So, just like when you ask God to remove and reveal, say, God, give me strength too, because you'll be surprised. But you really not, because you already be knowing, you heard me? So I'm here to encourage this morning. You got to go through for him to come through. You heard me? He just getting you prepared. You asking for something, huh? So when you ask God for something, God got to put you through something before he give you something. You heard me? It ain't nothing but a process. You heard me? It's trials and tribulation. He gotta test you before he bless you. So I'm here to encourage you this morning. You heard me? You gotta go through for God to come through. That's what he was telling me this morning. He said, you gotta come through for him to come through. You heard me? You know you gotta go through Jesus Christ. Yeah, just to talk to God. You heard me? Like, you gotta holler just like we talking to Jesus and Jesus talking to God for us. So be encouraged this morning, man. Be encouraged this morning. Like, don't worry about how it's looking. Don't worry about what they saying or nothing, you heard me? See me, bro? I've been stopped worrying about what people saying, you heard me? I know who got the last say so. I've been in situations where a person with power, you heard me? Man, you ain't coming home in 2029. You heard me? And he stood on there. But God, you heard me? See, man, I'm gonna tell you something. The people who in power, God gave them that power. You heard me? God empowered them. They didn't empower themselves. God gave them skills, them abilities, and put that in their heart to be a lawyer, to be a doctor, to be a scientist. He put these skills in there. He put this on their heart to strive for this. You heard me? And it's like this, you heard me? So when God, listen, bro, when God touch somebody's heart to move for you, you heard me? It's gonna get done. He ain't control of this, man. He ain't control of this. So I'm here to encourage you this morning. He said you gotta come through for him to come through. You heard me? So don't lay down this morning. Don't worry about how it's looking. Don't worry about what they saying. I said that to say this here. You heard me? Man, see, years later, I'm talking about after they, the man told me I wasn't coming home in 2029. The laws had changed in 2017. Something that never happened in the state of Louisiana ever in history. You listening? And I'm telling you this here, man. I ain't making this up. I share my testimony with people because I don't want you to never give up out here, no matter how it's looking. You heard me? Bruh, when I tell you this here, they had 1,500 dudes on the compound in the jail I was in. And them laws had changed in 2017. I was the first dude to get my new rap sheet. You heard me? Man, don't you never tell me what God won't do and who got the last say so. You heard me? The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Like the rivers of the water, he turned it whichever way he wished. He could soften people's heart or harden it, but if he in charge of the king, which is the leaders of the world, what you think about any other person? Amen? God said all power belongs to him. You heard me? The earth is the Lord's and all those that dwell in it. You heard me? So don't never forget who in control. God said you got to come through for him to come through. You heard me? And that's on all kind of levels. You heard me? I hope you caught that, you heard me? Like real talk. So be encouraged this morning. Stop worrying about how it's looking. You heard me? And just know God always in control, and that's who got the last say so. Yeah? Stay up, stay focused. It ain't nothing but a test. Get prepared. Amen. Stay up, stay focused. I love all y'all. One.